Hello, and welcome to AI Storytime, where we prompt AIs with art and tell it to make up a story. Today we have Michelle Mareschi's The Grand Canal with Santa Maria della Salute, which depicts the iconic Venetian basilica with its grand dome in Baroque architecture, framed by the bustling Grand Canal and lively gondolas. His vibrant palette and exaggerated perspective create a dynamic, theatrical cityscape distinct from Canaletto's precision.
In the heart of 18th century Venice, the Grand Basilica di Santa Maria della Salute loomed like a proud, slightly tipsy architect's masterpiece, its majestic dome reflecting the soft glow of the afternoon sun, probably because it had been polished by a flock of overly enthusiastic pigeons. On this particular day, the canal was a chaotic symphony of life, with gondolas wobbling through the water like drunken beetles, their oars splashing more passengers than propelling them forward. A lively crowd gathered along the waterfront, their colorful garments a riotous patchwork of elegance, tradition, and the occasional mustard stain from a rogue picnic. Among them was Luca, a young gondolier with dreams of adventure beyond the lagoon, preferably somewhere with fewer canals and more solid ground, because he was terrible at steering. As he zigzagged his sleek black boat, which he'd nicknamed the Leaky Duck, he overheard whispers of a grand festival planned to honor the city's patron saint, complete with a pie-eating contest and a suspiciously competitive gondola race. Excitement filled the air, and Luca's heart raced with anticipation, mostly because he'd accidentally bet his last lira on himself to win the race, despite his tendency to crash into bridge pilings. Nearby, a group of elegantly dressed nobles disembarked, their laughter echoing like a chorus of over-caffeinated hyenas as they tripped over each other's elaborate skirts and wigs. One noblewoman, adorned in a pink gown that could double as a tent, accidentally dropped her fan into the canal, prompting a frantic rescue attempt by a gondolier who promptly fell in himself, emerging with a fish stuck to his hat. The crowd roared with laughter, and Luca couldn't help but chuckle until he realized his own boat was drifting toward a fruit stall. Just then, a mysterious figure cloaked in blue, looking suspiciously like he'd borrowed the outfit from a traveling theater troupe, stumbled over to Luca, nearly toppling into the water. "Deliver this to the Doge's palace by nightfall," the stranger wheezed, thrusting a sealed letter into Luca's hands, before vanishing into the crowd with all the grace of a startled goose. Intrigued, Luca tucked the letter into his coat, muttering, "Great, another mystery to solve while I'm busy not drowning." He squinted at the envelope, which was suspiciously damp and smelled faintly of garlic. As the sun dipped lower, casting golden hues over the basilica and highlighting the pigeon droppings, Luca set off on his secret mission. The festival kicked into high gear around him. Vendors hawked overpriced pastries, a juggler dropped his flaming torches into the canal, and a choir sang off-key about the saint's miraculous ability to turn water into wine, a feat Luca wished he could replicate. With every wobbly turn of his gondola, Luca imagined the letter contained a treasure map, a love note from a secret admirer, or at least a coupon for free bread. By the time he reached the Doge's palace, soaked from a rogue wave and with a stray tomato lodged in his oar, he was ready for anything, except the palace guard who mistook him for a soggy delivery boy and demanded a tip. Laughing at his own absurdity, Luca handed over the letter, wondering if his next adventure might involve a drier profession, like sheep herding.